There's a couple things with Taylor Jenkins that have just happened in the last week or so that have had me like, I don't care what y'all say about injuries. I don't care what y'all say about none of this, bro. Like it's just basic coaching 1-on-1. Where we're seeing Bismack Biyombo. I want to ask you what the hell is going on with Bismack Biyombo too, man. But anyway, you see Bismack struggling. You pull him in halftime and you start Xavier Tillman, right?
Yep.
The next game you come back with Bismack again.
Yep.
And then Tillman played some minutes. He didn't play a lot of minutes.
He played him to the end of the third quarter.
Right. Then the next game, he didn't play at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, explain to me, bro. Like, if you're a coach, right? Like, I don't care where Steven Adams are. I don't care where Brandon Clark is. If your two bigs are your two centers are Bismack and X, right?
Right.
If Bismack is struggling and you've got another center there, a center that played with Jaren Jackson and won like 55% of your games, won a playoff series together with that starting front court, won a lot of games in years past, playoff games, all this stuff with Xavier Tillman starting. Xavier Tillman guarded LeBron James, guarded Jokic, all these dudes well, bro. Like, what? How? Like, what am I looking at, man? Like, what? Then people try to argue me like, oh, no. It's, like, bro, what are you talking about, bro? Like, what are you seeing in that particular, what the hell are you doing moment with Taylor
the same thing you saying, and kind of like how you said, like, I'm not finna do all of this. I'm not finna bicker back and forth with people. So, like New Year's Eve, for instance, it was just like, hey, they getting their ass kicked, cool.
Right.
It's New Year's.
They got whooped.
It's New Year's, man. I ain't about to hurt my night.
Nah, I'm definitely not gonna sit and argue with y'all about this game.
But man, it's the same old thing.
I'm over eating Rotel. Right. I ain't got time. Eating Rotel and drinking. I ain't got time.
Was it smoked Rotel you talking about?
Nah, it wasn't smoked Rotel. It was just regular ass cooked in the microwave.
It was that glaucoma Rotel.
No, it was just regular ass Rotel. Hey, you heard a smoked Rotel though?
I have not.
I didn't hear it to you.
Yeah, man. Hey, naysayers will come up with some shit, man. That's all I got to say. We'll come up with some shit for real, man.
Let a naysayer know, man.
Yeah, we'll cook Rotel on the grill. That's what he's talking about. Like cooked it outside.
I bet that's dope as hell. I bet that's awesome. I love it.
I'm not putting that much work into Rotel, bro. I'm sorry.
Just heat it up in the microwave.
Put this shit in the microwave, bro. With you naysayers out there, y'all will come up with some shit. Nah, go ahead, bro.
But yeah, Taylor Jenkins hasn't improved. I think that's the key because it's like
goofy, man.
The first couple of years, you like, okay, at the very least, you could say he's a young coach, and maybe he can improve as years go along.
Yep.
And even his presser, the media day presser, we thought, okay, maybe he's starting to get it. Maybe he's going to change some.
Yep.
He's changed in the sense that he's started just playing everybody and trying to throw different lineups. Because he used to even do that. He would just stick like John Conchar every single game. He even mentioned Conchar nowadays. So he did grow in that phase. But
you had people arguing me, telling me, man, they can't play Tillman and Conchar because there's a trade out there. There's a trade rumor. So they can't play those two. Like, man, y'all don't shut y'all ass up, bro.
And I would say ban the trade machine. I'm just going to mute every single trade machine I see.
Exactly.
To his trade deadline.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just hasn't improved his coaching method. And at this point, we still living on hope because he's still the coach. So at that point, it's just like, hey, he's still the coach. So I just gotta hope for the best, but I'm not about to sit here and go on a fire him train every day because what's the purpose?
For what? Because you fire him, like they're not gonna go. They're not gonna go hire Phil Jackson. You know what I mean? It's like or Mark Jackson. You know what I mean?
Not this season. At least.
Yeah,
like in the off season, maybe Tyronn Lue may come on.
Yeah, that's my thing. Yeah. I'm hoping somebody like Tyronn Lue comes available, but I don't even think they would. They're not gonna hire no dude who's gonna stand on his own like that. They're gonna hire like some dude who's like the third assistant somewhere. And they can like bring him in and
St. Patrick,
he'll be
unless your superstar player puts some pressure on him.
Yeah, man, we'll see. That's what I'm hoping. Hoping somebody did go down. But now, what I was saying, and also like you look at the case of Vince Williams, right? Which is the peculiar case of Vince Williams, bro. A guy who we saw in summer league where they every game they won, Vince Williams played and he was good, right? So. You're not playing Vince. You start giving Vince minutes. He started showing improving. Has a tremendous game against Boston. You do not reward him the next game with minutes at all. You're constantly starting David Roddy. And like with most things, like with this Bismack Biyombo thing, it feels like it's inevitable that Xavier Tillman starts again.
Right.
But he's always 4 or 5 games behind when he decides to do it. He's always And this happens in the
Every time.
playoffs.
Yep.
In the playoffs, bro, you're waiting. You're waiting
all
2 and 3 games too much before you decide to make a decision.
Down 3-1, then you
Right.
decide to adjust.
So with Vince, you're starting. You're out there throwing David Roddy out there, and then you eventually start Vince. Vince Williams was your starting small forward, and you were looking good. Had fans saying, "Does Vince Williams need to be the starter for the entire season? Is he the small forward of the future?" Right? They were giving this man 3-4 inches of height.
I'm supposed to ready to trade Marcus Smart off the joint.
Bro, Vince Williams went from being 6'4" to 6'8" real quick.
He did though.
Like, bro, we got a 6'8" wing. Like he's more like 6'4". But
Man, him is
got
Marcus,
long wingspan.
Right.
Marcus Smart size.
man, we
man.
got a 6'9" wing. Like he's not
He got a long
6'9".
wingspan, man.
He's about 6'4", really, bro. Maybe 6'4", 5-ish, maybe. But like, we got a big wing. He's 6'11". He could guard KD. Like, all right, bro. All right. I ain't arguing with you, bro. Hey, whatever you say, Vince Williams is, man. Who am I to argue? I ain't my naysayer. You got it. Who am I to argue with you, naysayer? But no. But he goes from being that guy to you get Marcus Smart back, and I was the person saying, okay, bro, you start Marcus Smart. Like, stop being goofy. You start Marcus Smart, all right? So that's fine. And then you do that to the other night, Vince Williams, when you get everybody back. You're not playing him at all. I'm like, what am I watching, bro? Like he had 7 minutes like going into the third quarter. Mm-hmm. I think he finished with like 17 or something like that.
About Derrick Rose and Santi.
Yes, like, bro, explain.
No,
like,
it was Derrick Rose, Luke Kennard. No, it was Derrick Rose, Santi, then Luke Kennard.
It's like, bro, what am I watching, bro?
Because
like,
he didn't play to the second quarter.
Yes.
He didn't play the first quarter at all.
Because I was at the house like, all right, bro, with Smart and Kennard back, there's no reason to play Zaire or not Lofton.
Or Roddy.
R.I.P. to my guy Lofton. Roddy, right?
I saw his numbers. His first.
That's G League, bro. Man, Greasy fan.
He does that at every G League.
Look what he's doing.
Man,
Like,
come
bro,
on,
he was doing
man.
that here, bro. Like, he was,
You already know. As soon as he did that.
Jake LaRavia dropping 30 in the G League. Man,
About
what's
time. He wasn't doing that before.
Anyway, man. But okay, then you go from what was I saying?
wasn't, though.
You get okay. I was saying okay. You ain't playing Zaire. You ain't playing Roddy.
Mm-hmm.
Then when I saw like he made his full run of rotations, I was like, crap. He didn't play neither one of those dudes. I said, all right, good.
Yeah.
Like I said, you don't have to play those dudes.
Snuck him in.
He was like saying,
quarter.
he was like saying, but they ain't playing Vince. I said, what? What are you talking about? Looked at the box score. I was like,
He
oh
won.
my god, bro, this dude is not playing
It
Vince
was an
Williams.
8-man rotation, basically.
I mean, how do you argue like that he's like not being a bubblehead, bro? Like, what are we talking about, bro?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Especially like because I mean, just even talking to the players in the locker room after the game. Ja Morant obviously is not fully like over his illness, so it's like you play the players, like play Vince Williams more minutes.
It's crazy, bro.
Bismack had good zeros across the board. Like
I don't get it, man. It's some wild stuff for sure.